Hey Midland, Chris and Selena here for What's Up in the City Council edition. We are back in the Zoom environment and we thank you for being here. How you doing, Selena?
Doing great, Chris. Good to see you, even if it's on Zoom.
You as well. And so let's talk a little bit about the most recent City Council meeting. We had a lot on the agenda, but there was one thing that we're going to chat about. Let's talk about it.
There was a great deal of activity on this council meeting. It's a great one to stop in and take a look at if you have some spare time over the holidays. But most of all, we saw the return of the road diet conversation.
So the road diet. I moved back to Midland in March of this year, and I know that this is an ongoing conversation for about the last 3 years. Why did they come back?
So last night saw the return of the Michigan Department of Transportation that came back with the results that they've collected before the road diet, during the road diet, and after the road diet that gave us a great deal of insight into how this roadway operates as both a 2-lane roadway and a 3-lane roadway.
So I know that they've spent a lot of time looking in through this data, crashes, delays, pedestrian, walking, all that. What was the ultimate conclusion?
Yeah, it was a very technical meeting, so I really invite people to go take a look at that. It's almost 3 hours into the 4-hour-long meeting, but definitely worth taking a look at because MDOT did share a lot of really good information. But ultimately what they concluded was the corridor performs just as well as a 2-lane roadway as it does as a 3-lane roadway. So in the end, it will be up to the community to decide what they want to do with this corridor. Now, I do think it's important to add that MDOT spent a lot of time last night talking about the fact that they will rebuild this corridor probably in the next 3 to 5 years. So ultimately, the important part is the community coming up with a design that it wants, because this is our opportunity to change the corridor if we want it or make improvements the way it stands.
So it sounds like this is not the last of the conversation. What's up next?
City Council asked that city staff compile all the information we've gathered over the past 3 years, all the studies, all the community input, all the opportunities that we met with the community and the information we shared. They'd like to see a recap of all that information in early January, an opportunity for additional public input, and then finally, by the end of January, they will make the ultimate decision on what will happen with the Buttles Street corridor and report that back to MDOT so that MDOT can continue on with its planning for eventually redeveloping this corridor.
Thank you so much for sharing all that information as always, and thanks for joining us on Zoom again. And as always, you can catch our meetings live on MGTV Cable Channel Charter 188 and Cable Channel Uverse 99. You can also head to our city website, cityofmidlandmi.gov, to watch them on demand. And as always, we'll catch you later, Midland.